and well, we know October is coming up, which means we got a couple of Wisconsin horror film festivals coming up. So what better time, I think, than to talk about a Wisconsin-made horror thriller called Cohabitation. It's out now, actually, on distribution on most platforms. Directed and written by Lauren Barker. We get the story of Emily Jacobson, who was a paramedic, but due to the stress of one particular night while on the job, she ended up developing PTSD. So she had to quit the job, and now she works in a floral shop. But that doesn't quite make the rent, so she looks for a roommate, and soon she gets one who seems too good to be true. And well, you know how these things may go. That roommate, turns out, has a grudge against those in the paramedic profession, and we see how that ends up causing complications in their living together. Add to the fact that Emily's soon-to-be sister-in-law, Heather, played by Carly D. Anderson, is investigating these mysterious murders that are happening, and, well, those may lead to someone that Emily knows. And we see how all of this comes together in a intense conclusion in Cohabitation. Lauren Barker really gives us an interesting exploration into the subject of PTSD, especially for the paramedic profession, which is something that I don't think is quite as explored as much as it really should in film. And I always love when horror films take topical subjects and work them into their story, and that's what we have here. Now, Tiffany Strang does great. You feel for her. You feel like she's suffering, challenges with this condition every day, trying to just make the best of it and get through life and deal with it, but it's sometimes a struggle, and she makes you feel that, and I really like the performance of Strang. I also love the performance of Stephanie Rose Quinnell as Sari Rickerson. You really believe her character, and where they go with her, man, Stephanie Quinnell goes all in. She really does in this, and it pays off. And I love the tension that ends up building between Emily and Sarah quite a bit. Those characters were just interesting, and you're just like, oh man, this is not going to end well. Carly D. Anderson plays Heather Grant, and I really enjoyed her performance in here. As the detective, it was great to see what they do with her character as well, and the challenges she has at work while she's trying to solve this case, but end up having a few professional roadblocks put in her way, but still wanting to solve these murders. And yeah, the way these three play off each other and the strength of their performances really helps sell this small budget film. It was made on a micro budget, so you don't have a whole lot of special effects and such, so they have to rely on the performances and the direction and the editing, and I think they're all solid here. And I'm not just saying that because it's Wisconsin made. Now, it may not be exactly for everyone, but if you're looking for an interesting exploration into the PTSD crossed with the crazy roommate trope, you're going to want to check out Cohabitation. I think it was a solid put together film, and I enjoyed the story, and it kept me interested throughout its entire runtime. So there you have it, folks. Cohabitation. Please check that out. Check out our Patreon if you haven't already. Keep an eye out if you're in Wisconsin at all. There's the Sawdust City Fright Fest second weekend in October in beautiful downtown Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And the third weekend in October is the Twisted Dreams Horror Fest as well. A lot of great stuff, both weekends, celebrating indie horror, especially Midwest and Wisconsin indie horror. So thank you for your support as always. And remember, keep that ticket stub and support indie horror.